Abe Tv, hey, Abe Tv, hey, 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 Abe. Everybody say hey, Abe Tv, hey, Abe Tv, hey, 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 Abe. Everybody say hey, Abe Tv, hey, Abe Tv, hey, I love Abe.
I'm Dupree, one of your tremendous ABE TV newscasters.
And I'm Aiden. How's everyone doing on this Mega Monday?
Today is January 27th, and it's a C1 day for special area classes.
Fourth graders, go turn your books in the basket that is located outside your classroom.
Hey Aiden, the grading period is almost halfway over. How are you doing on your reading goal?
Really? Already? I guess I should keep better track on how much time I have left.
Everyone should know their reading goal and have a good plan to make it.
I'll make sure to do that today. I'll begin with the end in mind and make that goal.
Today's Manners Monday tip is when an adult is asking you to do something or correcting you, don't talk back.
It's rude to argue with someone who's in charge of you.
You should just say yes or okay and then do what they have asked you to do.
The only time you shouldn't follow an adult's directions is if they're telling you to do something that would hurt you or endanger you or something else. Then it's okay to say no.
Happy EVA Educational Day.
Governor Eric Holcomb has declared January 27th AVA Education Day in honor of Ava Corr.
She was in a Nazi camp as a child and then dedicated much of her life to educating the world about the Holocaust.
Today is the 75th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz camp, where Corr and her twin sister Miriam were prisoners.
In 1984, she opened the Candles Museum in Terre Haute, Indiana, to tell her story.
Stay tuned after the pledge for a short video about her.
Today, our birthday stars are Wyatt New and Evie Tonis, and our half-birthday stars are my sister, Miley Henry,
Sailor Litherland,
and McKinley Warren.
Head down to the office to get a handshake or high five.
For our marvelous Monday lunch, we will be having grilled cheese or a chicken drumstick with a biscuit.
Our sides will be potato wedges, tomato soup, and celery sticks.
We have a hilarious joke from William in Mrs. Stee's class.
What do you give a stick lemon?
I don't know. What?
Lemonade.
Great joke, William.
Mrs. Wallace's fantastic fifth graders are here to lead the pledge.
It's your time to shine, stars.
Good morning, ABE Star leaders. First and foremost, if your name was announced for a birthday, please wait and come down to the office at 9 o'clock this morning or later. I have some meetings and won't be able to greet you first thing this morning. Also, did you know this is the last week for you to take quizzes to try to earn your class the honor of having the reading challenge banner outside of your classroom? I can't wait to see who gets those banners and also who gets the prizes that I have to deliver. Did you know that our ABE Starbots robotics team won their tournament this weekend and qualified for the VEX State Finals at Lucas Oil Stadium in March? Boys and girls, we are extremely proud of you, and I can't wait to have the members of our robotics team, the 4 that will be competing on ABE TV at a later date. You are Amy Beverland Stars. You're brave, brilliant, beautiful, and I believe in you. Have a great day and lead the way.
Hi, I'm Xavier.
Hi, I'm Carlo. Hi, my name's Caitlin.
Hi, my name is Drew.
Hi, my name is Trent.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you can't forget, can you ever forgive? That was the big question for Eva Kor. As a 10-year-old child in 1944, her family was whisked away from their home in Romania and taken to Auschwitz, where the Nazis were presiding over the death camps. Eva and her sister Miriam were spared immediate death because they were twins. The rest of her family was killed.
75 years ago was the last picture of the family.
Where is that?
That is the last picture.
That one? Okay.
That was taken
Oh, my.
75 years ago, that fall, and Miriam and I are 9 years old.
Yep. And Eva and Miriam underwent horrific Nazi medical experiments. Her sister died in 1993. With all of this baggage, memories, how does Eva view the world now? I visited her at the Candles Holocaust Museum she founded in Terre Haute. Eva is now sharing her life and her vision and what she's learned by simply surviving.
This is my twin sister, and this is me at the day of liberation when it was taken. We have been for months waiting for the fighting to stop, and suddenly it was quiet, no more fighting. And then the Soviet army liberated us and marched us between two barbed wire fences. What was I thinking as we were after liberation? I kept going into the camp and going out. And at the gate, nobody stopped me and nobody was shooting at me. For me, as an 11-year-old, I said that was good. I can go in and out without them shooting at me. Then, of course, the second thing, as we were getting used a few hours, a day or two, Miriam and I were talking, and we wanted to go home. And we had little pieces of material, square, and we tied it to carry our belongings in it. And Miriam and I walked out of the barrack, and people say, "Where are you going?" I said, "We are going home. We are free. We can go home, right?" They said, "But the war is not over." And ultimately what happened, I couldn't understand it at age 11, that we were free and we couldn't go home. Why couldn't I go home? Then later on, because my mind was, if Miriam and I at age 10 survived, somebody else in the family had to survive. Unfortunately, when we got finally back home, 9 months later, after 9 months in refugee camps, no one survived. And I could not understand it, that my father, who was a very healthy 44-year-old, my mother was 38, my older sister was taller than we were, she was 14, that nobody survived except an aunt. That was the tragedy that we had to deal with. But today I want to send you a message to all of you who are interested in the Holocaust. My message is, I forgive everybody. And I want to teach in the world forgiveness, because that is the only way we are going to ever have peace in the world. That each victim, I believe with all my heart and soul, has the human right to be happy and to be free of what life or other people have imposed on them. That the last time I cried in Auschwitz was when I was ripped apart from my mother.
Yeah.
And the reason is that if you cry, that puts you in a mentality of a victim. Your brain does not look for solutions to survive. So your state of mind is poor me. The poor me does not lend itself to solutions. You cannot do both at the same time.
But that's not the way we're programmed. We need to reprogram ourselves. Our first inclination is, oh, I'm hurt, I'm going to hurt back, or I'm going to cry.
Cry and somebody's going to rescue me.
Okay.
That I cannot change what happened.
No.
No one can change it.
But
I can change the way I relate to what happened. That should not determine who I am for the rest of my life.